Welcome to the Weekly Focus English.
Week 6. Combating E-Waste, the Global Right to Repair Movement in 2026. In 2026, the international community is implementing strict right-to-repair legislation to address the surging crisis of electronic waste. Technology manufacturers are now required to design modular devices and provide affordable spare parts to consumers. By extending the lifespan of electronics, this global initiative significantly reduces toxic manufacturing waste and conserves precious natural resources.
So, welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at a pretty critical shift happening right now, specifically how the year 2026 marks this massive turning point in the global fight against electronic waste.
Yeah, it's definitely a pivotal moment for all of us.
Exactly. Okay, so let's unpack this for everyone listening. Imagine having to buy a brand new car just because a single tire went flat. You'd send a perfectly good engine, pristine leather seats, the whole transmission straight to the junkyard over like a $50 piece of rubber.
Which sounds totally insane when you put it like that.
Right. But I mean, that is essentially how we have treated our electronics for years. So why is 2026 the year this finally changes?
Well, it's because the e-waste crisis has finally hit a breaking point. The international community is stepping in and they're implementing this strict global right to repair mandate. It's no longer just a suggestion.
Oh, wow. So they're forcing a fundamental physical shift in how technology is actually built, like moving away from those sleek glass boxes that are completely glued shut.
Exactly. Tech manufacturers are now legally required to do two main things. First, design modular devices, and second, provide affordable spare parts directly to consumers.
Okay, wait, I have to push back on this modularity thing. Are we talking about snapping phone parts together like Lego blocks?
Well, not quite Legos, but...
Because if we force companies to make phones that just easily pop open, don't we lose things like water resistance or, those ultra-thin designs? I mean, are you and I really willing to trade sleekness just so we can easily swap a battery?
That is such a common concern, but the engineering has actually caught up, honestly. We already have waterproof gaskets that seal mechanically.
Oh, really? Without the glue?
Yeah, exactly. You don't need permanent proprietary industrial adhesives anymore. What's fascinating here is that this mandate forces manufacturers to design the internal architecture more like a traditional desktop PC.
Oh, I see. So like if your desktop's graphics card dies, you don't throw away the entire motherboard?
Right, you just swap the card out. But the real teeth of this legislation is the cost aspect. It empowers consumers by ensuring parts are actually affordable.
Right, but what does affordable actually mean here? Is it legally defined? Or are tech giants just going to price a replacement screen at like 90% of the cost of a brand new phone just to check a compliance box?
That's the best part. It legally caps the price of replacement parts at a strict percentage of the device's original retail value.
Oh, wow. That is huge.
Yeah, and it also mandates that diagnostic software and repair schematics have to be public. It literally breaks the monopoly on repair.
Okay, so by putting that power and those schematics directly into your hands, the immediate result is you keep your laptop or phone for maybe 5 or 6 years instead of 2.
Exactly, which triggers massive downstream environmental benefits.
Here is where it gets really interesting, though. We are essentially pulling the plug on a toxic treadmill. But does just fixing a cracked screen or swapping a battery really move the needle on global natural resources? It feels kind of small in the grand scheme.
I mean, it seems small until you look at the hidden costs of manufacturing. If we connect this to the bigger picture, preventing a single device from being thrown away means skipping the entire toxic manufacturing cycle required to replace it.
Right.
Just to make one 150-gram smartphone, you have to mine roughly 30 kilograms of raw ore.
Wait, really? 30 kilograms for one tiny phone?
Yeah. It's staggering.
Wow. So you're not just saving a piece of glass or a little lithium cell, you are actively negating the mining of rare earth metals, the chemical runoff, and all those global shipping emissions just to get the replacement to your door.
Precisely. You multiply that one saved device by billions of global consumers, and the conservation of resources is just massive. You essentially stop the toxic treadmill right at the source.
Instead of just trying to recycle the wreckage at the very end of the line.
Exactly.
So to quickly sum this up, the 2026 global right to repair movement is finally taking a hammer to the e-waste crisis. It's forcing modular designs and strictly capping part prices.
which saves vast amounts of raw materials and reduces toxic waste. And you should care, because it puts the power and the financial savings of device repair directly into your own hands.
Yeah, no more buying a whole new car just for a flat tire. But that leaves us with one massive question to chew on. If tech companies can no longer rely on us just throwing away our devices every 2 years to buy their shiny new upgrades, how will this completely upend their future business models and profit strategies?